this turf versus grass talk. It's very interesting to me because I've played on these types of surfaces before. I've covered these types of surfaces before. Travis Kelce, obviously a very small sample size, but he said there's a difference. And think about, your cleats. When you're playing on the turf, you can't dig in and you can just feel the difference. And obviously you can be injury prone in certain aspects. Talk about this new debate, and think about the Super Bowl, just that playing surface, and how much this goes into account as far as league play is concerned.
Yeah. So, NFL players vastly prefer I've never heard a single NFL player who prefers turf. All football players prefer grass to turf. One, it's real ground, right? Like your cleats, it's grass, it's like your cleats go into it. It's what you practice on more often than not. You're used to running in it. You can get better grip. You are a lot less likely to, it's better to land on because it's not, it's not artificial turf. It's not harder. You're not going to get turf burns. And it's like you saw, look, with Aaron Rodgers, they're playing on turf. If you go back to the history of, you look at your neck of the woods, Jimmy Garoppolo, when he was playing for the 49ers, he and Nick Bosa and maybe somebody else all tore their ACLs within a 2-week span when the Niners had to play the Jets and the Giants back to back at MetLife Stadium. And there's turf there. Now, the reason there's turf there, for instance, the Carolina Panthers just installed turf instead of their grass, is because turf allows you to put a bunch, you can hold more events there. You can have a concert there and you can just clean the turf off, right? Like if you have a concert,
it's easier and it's more aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. I get that.
I think the grass looks better, but if you get muddy grass, it's not like if turf gets wet, it's just wet turf. But you see Aaron Rodgers, wet turf. Yeah. He's, it's slippery. It's not as, you're just not going to grip as hard. And so you can always, whatever the thing is about math or stats and lies, whatever it is, but you could skew numbers to say what you want, and you'll hear a lot of spin coming from the NFL or the NFLPA where it's we don't see it's the difference in injuries is negligible between turf and grass. But it's just not true. There's just way more injuries, both anecdotally and statistically, on turf than there are on grass. And NFL players want to have grass. They don't want turf. And owners want turf because they make a ton of money, using their, Taylor Swift is coming to, doing T Swift is doing all these arena tours, right? You make a bunch of money when you have Taylor Swift in town for 3 days. And if you have people all over, if you're setting up a huge stage on your field and then you have people wandering all around, Taylor Swift fans probably less likely to, just toss beer on the ground than a Metallica show or whatever. But
if you don't play a certain song, I could see a Taylor Swift fan going.
Sure. Right. Yeah. If you don't play Snow on the Beach, I'm going to slam my beer and I'm going to storm out of there.
Song. I know that's your song.
Yeah, exactly. And, so it is my song. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you have turf, you can do that. You can do those events and easily clean up. And it's just a lot easier to hold those events and to get prepared for whatever is next versus grass where you can have a concert there, could tear up the grass. It just limits what you can do with the stadium. And that's why owners want to have turf instead of grass.
Yeah. And I get it too. At the end of the day, we've all kind of, if we're not playing, we don't really see the ramifications of that. We're just it looks pretty and it's easier to set up. And I totally understand from that point of view. But I just remember playing, and this is just softball and baseball. I could not catch a grounder to save my life on turf because you might as well be doing it inside on a basketball court.
Right. Exactly. Difference. Yeah. I can't hit golf balls off a mat. It drives me nuts. I just can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.